What's up, y'all? It's Blitzby, music recording artist, Purpose DaHoodieGawwd, and I'm finna step into the SpotLight Freestyle.
You better wake up and get it. Ain't got no time for no quitting. Your pockets might be on mission, but that's called temporary digit. Get off the couch and get lifted and say that this how we did it. Cause it all started with a podcast called Self-Prolific. Let's go.
I messed up again. Take 3.
Okay.
Welcome to another episode of the SpotLight presented by the theselfprolificpodcast. You already have the one and only Cam Campbell. Boy, you better stop laughing. Boy, you better stop laughing. Ooh, wee.
Oh,
all right, so look. Another day for another interview. You already got the one and only, the educator, the investor, the business owner, the rapper. No, more than a rapper. He's a poet. Okay? I have the one and only Purpose DaHoodieGawwd.
Whoa, what's going on? How y'all doing?
So look, this episode gonna be very special, okay?
We finna make it special.
So look, so before we actually started recording, we was talking about a lot. So let me start out with the music. Why music?
Why music? It gave me the opportunity to be creative, give me the opportunity to be myself. Like, I can say what I want, think what I want, and not judge the thought that I had. You know what I'm saying? I could just let my creativity be just that, my creativity. I could just be free, if you will.
Okay.
I could be free.
So, what's the last creative thing you ever did?
The last creative thing that I've really ever done, I think the last creative thing I've ever done was my hair.
Okay, so look, explain this, because look, when I saw the picture, I was like, okay. It reminded me of somebody, right? So tell me exactly why that specific hairstyle and that dye.
The reason why is because I can say now my favorite artist, Triple X Temptation,
I can tell.
Inspired me a lot.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. When I first heard him in Ski Mask, man. All right, so let me ask you this. What's your favorite song by X, if you could choose?
My favorite song, Carry On.
Why?
Just simply because that song specifically just speaks of perseverance. If you just carry on, pain in your chest, just keep carrying on. Because really, the people that won are really just people that kept failing and just kept going.
Oh man, okay. So
they kept going through shit and just won. They just didn't stop going. They just kept going. They kept going through shit. They just didn't stop going though. That's why they won.
Perseverance, like you were saying, huh?
Like you were saying.
Oh man, no, you said it.
No, that was you. I promise that was you.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So when it comes to your music, exactly why do you persevere through it all? Why do you keep going with your music?
I really didn't understand and didn't know until my youngest son was born. Okay. And when I looked in his eyes, I could see him. Not the body I was holding.
Okay.
But I could see him. And the reason why I'm persevering is because I know that this can create generational wealth and this can provide him with freedom. And if I can give him that freedom, especially through something like this, like I know what the future could bring if I don't show him how to protect his freedom. I know what that could bring him. I don't
set the example, huh?
I have to set the example. I gotta take a risk. I can't play it safe. I have to take a risk. You will understand when you get in this position why I have to take a risk.
Exactly.
You have to take risks. Because if you don't, you're going to forever wonder what coulda, shoulda, and woulda been.
there's a quote that goes, "You miss all shots you never thrown." So,
R.I.P. Kobe.
R.I.P. man, and that's true because like I love how you saying that you never ever want to pretty much limit yourself, and you showing that for your children. Like you saying, look, let me be the person to show you that anything is possible, instead of you hearing it from a book or you actually seeing it on TV. Let me be the actual physical example in your life right now.
But what's funny is, I feel like, because I have 2 sons, I feel like they both taught me.
Ooh, okay.
Because, okay, I'm going to compare it this way. Like, if, like if, say for instance, if the oldest one get in trouble, and just say it warrant for him to get a whooping or something.
Okay.
Me or his mom could whoop him, and then 5-10 minutes later, he real deal just go on with his day. He laughing, playing, whatever. Like, he ain't mad at us still about it. Like, like he done with it. Now, let me compare an ass whooping for an adult to I'm behind on my bills.
Okay.
That being behind on that bill is going to be whooping my ass metaphorically, like for weeks at a time, because I'm thinking about it. Like it happened to me really more than one time.
Yeah.
He taught me if you can just, like, not just take it, but bro, you can show your emotion, cry, get it, basically get it out. You have to get it out. He showed me that you have to get that out. They're going to get it out. Give a fuck about you telling them to, be quiet, whatever. No, they gonna get their emotions out. That's just gonna be that.
Yeah, it's human nature.
It's human nature. Nature wins every time. So they really taught me a lot. Like they taught me how to really just not to not care, but to be carefree. Because they obviously care. Like my youngest son, he showed me care all the time. He gives me kisses, and he only 2 months old. Like he shows me, obviously he cares.
Right.
My 3-year-old, obviously he cares about a lot of things. But he's so carefree that he don't be stuck on shit. And that's what I be picking up from them. Especially him, because it's like, how do you do that? Like, how do you do that? Like, it's just his creativity blows me away, because it's really, I don't think he can really get bored, because it's just so many things he can come up with. Or if he feels himself getting bored, he creates something. Like, I didn't see this boy real deal just be sitting on the floor, and then he'll like grab some hair that he probably found on the floor, and like he'll be play fighting with it. Like really,
just to be creative.
Just to be creative. It's like,
oh man,
I can't even entertain myself with a damn video game. You can entertain yourself with hair. Like,
yeah.
That is an imagination. Like, that is an imagination I strive to. Like, I know I had that imagination as a child, and I strive to bring back that type of imagination back to myself. Like, they're really my teachers. I really appreciate them. I appreciate them allowing me to be their father. I appreciate it.
Man, look, I want to personally, right now, give a shout out to all the fathers out there taking care of their kids, especially you right here, because look, I understand, there's like you said with generational wealth, there's a generational curse of, well, my father went there, so I ain't gonna be there too. I don't know what I'm doing, but to be able to step up and actually say, look, this is mine. I have a fiance, I have a family to take care of, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Let me go ahead right quick to that. Look, because that's beautiful, man. Seriously, like, that's beautiful to be able to say, look, these are my kids. I'm going to take care of them. I don't need anybody to say what you can and can't do. I'm going to do it.
Like,
especially with this creativity.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah.
Especially with the creativity, bro.
Man, okay, so, like, with your music, let me ask you this. So, do you think any one of your children will actually follow the footsteps as far as music? Because we know you got multiple streams of ideas and work ethic. We know that. We're going to get to that. But as far as, like, your music career?
I actually think my 3-year-old will, because I actually have, I actually believe I have footage of him on my Instagram, of him actually rapping to, like, 3 different beats that me and one one of my other partners that I be rapping with. We was in there in my room doing some music, and he was in there rapping. He wasn't saying things like
gibberish.
He wasn't saying things like how we or rap, but he was saying things in a way to where he knew what he was saying. He had the cadence, the rhythm, and he had flow. And each beat was different, and he was rapping differently and flowing differently and had different cadences. I'm like, damn, like you already understand like how to do that. I'm talking like he rocking and stuff, like rapping, he doing the hand gestures, and I'm like, so he might. I don't want to push it on him though. I don't want them to feel like they have to just because I'm doing it.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? I want you to be yourself. Like if you want to be the world's greatest chess player, like I'll be there. Like do that. I'll make a song about it. Do that.
I got you. And have you ever heard of something called the mirroring effect?
No, I haven't. Put me on.
So the mirroring effect is pretty much exactly when someone sees something and they pretty much mirror it. For example, like with your son, he sees that this is something that you're passionate about. So it's just like, okay, let me see. Let me tap in. Let me mirror what he's doing. So it's pretty much just like you know how you see people out here wanting to start a business and then like they see other people doing it, so they want to do it as well. Same thing with children. If they see you out here actually trying to hustle or do something positive in your life, mirror effect.
Yeah, because I feel like people feel like children don't know much, and that is
they see everything. They see everything. And know.
They know everything. We only we start as they get older and we start to teach them what to think and what to know. That's when they become limited in their thinking. Before then, they know everything. They really know.
And want to do everything, like you said, as far as like creativity, wanting to do everything, man.
Because, and how you said the mirroring effect, I think it's because they know what they are.
Of course.
They know that I realize they don't like looking at my youngest son and looking at them in their eyes, I see that they don't recognize an I. Like they don't recognize a self. Like they don't know, they don't really have a recognition of an I.
Okay.
They really don't. Like they're really just being, and they realize that they have something that they can use to be with. If that makes sense.
Of course.
Like how you said they're mirroring something. That's what they're doing. They're mirroring. They're really being. They're animating. They're animating just like the thing that they're seeing.
It's a real thing.
Yeah.
So let me ask you something. So we was talking about business earlier. So what's the name of your business and exactly where did the creativity come from?
The name of my business is Blessed Breed Music LLC, and the creativity came from Blessed Breed was actually because like I said, I'm a real big. I love basketball, and I really love to root for the underdog and the little guys, and it's obvious why. I don't know how many people really know, but I know a lot of people used to watch Ball is Life.
I think I remember that. Yeah.
That thing on YouTube.
Yeah.
And it was this one guy I used to love watching Trey Jefferson. Shout out Trey Jefferson, by the way. He had a thing in his bio on Instagram, and I think he was just calling himself that, like just a blessed breed. And it's just like something about that just stood out to me, and I was like, damn, like you know what? I want to do something with it. And it's like, I just, what I'm saying, I noticed, like, it was just something he had in his bio, and I was like, you know what, bro, I'm finna, like, it's just something about that, like, just hit me in the heart. I'm like, I'm finna do something with it. And then it spawned a Blessed Breed Music.
Okay. So, entrepreneurship, how does it feel to be an owner? I love to ask people this, because, like, with us both having our own LLCs, like, how does it feel to say my name is on it, like, I have a deed to this? Like, how does it feel to have ownership?
Like, it feels good because it's like nobody can take this, copy this. Can't nobody do it. Like, this is you. Like, this is your baby. Like, this is all you. It truly feels, but it also does, realistically, it does feel like a lot of responsibility because it is.
Man.
Like, this is not for everybody, and I see why they preach that to people. Like, this is not for everybody. Everybody's not built to do this.
Yeah.
And that's not a bad thing, and that's actually okay, because that just means that other people fit in other dynamics that will help those people really help everybody.
It's assembly line.
It's all. I really just feel like if people can work together for a common goal, you get a lot more done.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the big reasons why I created this platform with the show within the podcast, because I want to give other people opportunity. I don't ever want to seem like I'm selfish.
Right.
Like I want to give people opportunity to actually express themselves instead of just like, man, I wish I had something to do. I wish it was a podcast or something to do so I could actually have a voice to speak, because I mean, besides social media, how else will you actually be able to speak, like actually have your presence?
I feel you.
So definitely shout out to the business owners,
Man, shout out to y'all. Keep going. Do not give up on yourself. I swear the people that won are the people that kept going through shit and did not quit.
Facts.
Do not quit on yourself.
And like you were saying, it being your baby, like a baby. You got family members. Uncle Sam, he gonna wanna. What's up?
And you know what, man? You gotta basically realize that I think that people don't realize it's a game.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the problem. People don't know it's a game.
Okay.
Because it is a game.
Right.
And when you put in the game without the rules, it's hard to play right.
Explain that.
Most people, I'll put it like this, most people when they got their new video games to play, they never read the book. I was the kid that read the book before I started playing.
I'll be honest,
so I was always the person.
I mess up on purpose, and that's how I learn.
And it's and that's what I actually respect though, because I feel like maybe if I would have done that as a kid, I would have taken more risks. I didn't take many risks as a kid. I really played a lot of things safe as a kid. So I actually, and I'm not joking on people that never read the book and nothing like that.
Right.
It's just because I can respect it, because it's like that shows that those people are willing to go into the unknown. I just now got hip and willing to go into the unknown now.
Speaking of the unknown, so let me ask you this. So, when it comes to the universe, where do you find yourself?
I'm not a person.
Explain that.
I'm just an abstract idea. Like, I'm really not even a person. Like, nothing even here is real right now. Like, this, I put it like this. God, or the universe, if you will, knows all. Right?
Right.
Okay, so if that's the case, if it knows something, do it mean it knows what it feels like? Like, you can know how to play basketball, but to know how to play basketball is different. Experiencing basketball is different from knowing basketball. So what if the universe just simply wanted to experience what it already knew? It knew poverty. It knew being rich. It knew being beautiful. It knew being ugly. It knew people that were, you know what I'm saying? That it knew positive, negative, good, bad, light, dark. It knows all of that. Now let's experience it. I feel like we're nothing more than just the universe experiencing itself. We're just different aspects of a singular phenomenon. That's it.
That's deep. Different.
We're just able to be. We just have a level of consciousness that's high enough to where we're able to decipher a self, which actually isn't real. That's why you're in the body. The body is what identifies with the self. But that's what I'm saying. I don't identify with the body because I'm not the body. And I'm going to tell you what I mean.
Yeah.
You ever had a dream?
Many.
Okay. Have your body ever went with you in your dream?
Like if I'm having a dream and I feel what's going on in the dream?
No, like right now if you fall asleep, is your body going to go with you wherever you go in your dream?
Oh.
So, when you go into these dreams,
okay,
what body do you have? If that body's in the bed like you just told me, and it didn't go with you, where did you go?
The body, or are you talking about the spirit?
I'm talking about you.
Oh. Okay.
Where did you go?
Where did I go? I don't know.
That's what I'm talking
I don't
about.
know.
I truly believe that we actually exist in multiple realities, and we experience going to these multiple realities. But the thing is, people think multiple realities and these things are like supposed to have like all these gigantic differences. No, they're really subtle. So you don't freak out.
Okay.
Because if you ever notice in certain dreams how you could be in your own house, but your house just has subtle differences. Like where the back door is supposed to be, it's where the window is now. Your kitchen is like maybe like a foot bigger than it is originally in real life. It just be subtle differences that you will notice, but you don't too much focus on, and you just keep on going throughout your dream.
It's a slight notice.
It's a slight notice.
Okay.
It's enough to pique your curiosity, but not enough to make you basically
Freak out.
think about yourself, because you notice you only wake up when you think about yourself.
Okay.
When you have a thought of yourself. Because I realized I was having a dream once, and I thought about my fiance, my kids, and I thought about my life here. And once I realized I was thinking about my life here, because I looked at my hands didn't have any tattoos. That's when I freaked out, because I'm like, wait, what? Like, this is not,
This ain't reality.
or is it? That's why this place didn't feel. This place feels more like a dream because of how limited it is. This like everything here is too limited. Like nothing here, it feels too in a sense fake here, because it's too limited. Like it's so many regulations and sets on this and caps on that. There's like that doesn't feel real.
So I want you to look at look straight ahead. What's the word you see in different colors right there?
Possibilities.
Okay, so let me ask you this. What's possible to you?
Anything.
The reason why I asked you that because you were saying the different dimensions, and I was just thinking of the different colors. I was just thinking like exactly like what would that mean to you?
Possibilities.
Yeah.
What would that word mean to me? It would just simply mean that there's no like you like okay there's no way to say that there's basically everything was impossible until somebody did it. Like think about when they talk when who was that invented the light bulb?
Thomas Edison. Well, Thomas Edison.
You know.
Look,
I ain't gonna do
look,
it.
look.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Keep going. No. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. Yeah.
But imagine how retarded he sounded when he said, people using candles now.
Yeah.
Imagine how retarded he sounded when he said, I'm finna make a light bulb. Imagine how retarded somebody sounded when they said, I'm finna make a door. Imagine how retarded someone sounded when they said, I'm finna make a device where you can really video call somebody and they can see you and you can see them and they can hear you. Imagine how retarded someone said. Everything was literally impossible and completely just
Out of this
absurd
world. Yeah.
until it happened. Insanity is really just that shit. Insanity is just really, I feel like it's just truly trying to do the same thing over and over again and expecting something different to happen.
Yeah, that's the meaning of insanity.
Like, I don't know, man. Like I said, I might be crazy, and if that's what I am, I'm happy, because, shit, when you got common sense.
No, common sense ain't coming. I say that all the time.
That's what I'm saying.
I say it all the time. Common sense is not coming.
Because I notice common sense is for common people. It's common sense to just go out and go get a job.
Yeah.
Am I telling somebody to don't go get a job? No. But going out to just work just to go work? No. Don't just get if you just getting money, then no. Because getting money is the easy part.
Yeah.
You can get money and like you can find $1 on the ground. That's how easy it is to get some money, bro. You can, like, people really do be out here bumming, getting hundreds, thousands of dollars. That's how easy it is to get money. Now, can you maintain it and keep it coming? That's different. Can you make that shit last until the little ones are big? Can you do that? That's harder to do. It's easy to just go to work, pay bills, and die.
That sounds sad too. Speaking of that. So, let's talk about these multiple streams. So off camera, we was talking about the multiple streams as far as passive income. Now let's really get into this interview, because when we was talking off camera, I was like, "Oh yeah, this is gonna be a good one here." So let me ask you this: so if you had no money right now, if you was like flat broke, and you had to create 3 passive streams of income, how would you do it?
If I was flat broke.
And let's just say, you know for a fact it's gonna work.
I know for a fact it's gonna work.
Yep, and we're gonna break them down like some chips too.
I ain't had no money, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like I said, it take money to make money. So
Okay.
let's just say, cause like I said, I got a game system. I don't even play that. I pawn it.
Okay.
I get $100 for it.
Okay.
I got $100 to work with.
Yep.
I'm gonna go look into crypto
Okay.
because of what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I see why they call it digital gold.
Yeah.
I see why they do that. Like, for the simple fact, I don't, now, would I take my whole 100 and put it in there? No.
I was gonna say you better go to McDonald's get something to eat, cause I'm just saying.
Nah, man. You know what I'm saying? I put me a little, I'm gonna check me out what type of crypto do I want to do.
Okay.
Because I don't want nobody to invest in some shit they don't understand. You gotta make sure you understand. I don't like saying understand. You have to make sure you understand the things that you're studying.
That's what Bill Gates do. He reads 500 pages every day.
You have to study.
Yeah.
And people are like, how do you basically read 500 pages a day? The same way how do y'all end up with 10 hours of screen time on your phone? That's how you read 500 books a day.
Mm. Okay.
When you figure that out, you'll figure out how you read 500 pages a day.
Mm.
When you figure out how you spent 10 hours of screen time on the phone.
Yeah.
That's how you'll figure that out.
Okay. So you got crypto right now. So you
And
got 2 more.
And I would definitely, I would look into stocks.
Okay.
I would look at stocks. Simply because that's a guaranteed return. But like I said, you
With your
have to
dividends?
know, with your dividends, but you have to know what you're investing in. Like somebody gonna think, okay, do you own an iPhone, right?
Of course.
I own an iPhone.
Okay.
My fiance own an iPhone.
Mm.
How much do the new iPhones be?
The newest ones?
When they come out with a new one, how much it be by?
I mean, okay, so because Apple got smart now.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't give you options. Because at first it used to be just boom, here it is, you get this phone and you don't. But now they coming out like when they had the 12, then they had the 12 Pro, then they had 12 Pro Max,
Right.
and then a 12 Mini.
Right.
So from the 12 Mini, I think we just gonna say $499, and then the 12.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I'm tripping. They got 13 out right now. So let's just say they got 13, the regular 13, all the way up to the 13 Pro Max. We gonna say that's like $1,500, just for example,
$1,500
for a phone.
for a phone.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there are people making money off that phone that you have. Every time someone buys a phone, there's someone else that makes money, a small percentage of money, off of you buying the damn phone.
Yeah.
So
Every
basically,
time.
in my house, it's 2 iPhones in the house. That means 2 people need to be owning some Apple stock. Because why am I sitting up here owning the product when I can own some of the company? It makes no sense.
Yeah.
I spent all of that money to buy the product, but then by the time I look around, if I would have put that same amount of money that I spent on the phone into the stock, I wonder what that would look like.
Oh man, to put $1,500 into a stock for Apple and then get your dividends back. I mean, now I don't know typically right off the head how much it is per share.
$150.
Oh, $150 for Apple. He do his research, y'all. I ain't mad at it. Okay, so let's just say
That's
you do that.
$150 for the ones that want to be funny.
Yeah. But let's just say you do that. Like, the dividends for the price of the whole phone, which means you do have ownership. You have partial ownership of the phone. So it's just like when all your friends all on Snapchat just like, look, I just got the new phone. You just like, okay, cool.
Watch this, mate. We selling phones.
Exactly.
Ooh, we selling phones.
Exactly.
That's where your head need to be at.
Yeah. So
Ooh, we selling phones.
that makes sense. Like, and a lot of people, they just like, oh, I don't like stock. I ain't doing stock, or I don't like NFTs, or I don't like this
like
or that.
You're putting a limit on your possibilities right now.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay.
That's why I don't say what I don't like to do.
Yeah.
Because I didn't like math at first, but when I learned stocks and crypto, math seemed a little bit more interesting.
Because the dollars start adding up. Okay, cool. But it makes sense, though, like, to know that, for example, like, let's just say, for a clothing brand, we just pick a random clothing brand.
I'm going to go with X's clothing brand, Bad Vibes Forever. I'm going to go with this clothing brand.
Okay, so let's just say they have stock, right? And we just going to say the share is maybe $20 a share right now.
Right.
If you actually put in some time instead of, I mean, because there's nothing wrong with supporting brands, you know.
No, nothing wrong with it.
Support the brands, all brands, regardless.
Yeah, regardless of the fact.
So-
Whatever you like, that's what you like.
Of
Support
course.
what you like.
Of course. But just imagine that, like, now you have the opportunity to, because at first the possibility, people thought it was impossible to not actually have stock inside of a company. Mm-hmm. So just imagine that you actually bought stock into that company, but you wear it. Like, just imagine that.
Like, imagine somebody putting stock in Hanes.
I'm sure. I was gonna say. I'm sure.
You know what I'm saying? I wear
that,
Hanes drawers. Like, come on, man. Like, you want, like, you smoke. Like, do you smoke?
No.
For the ones that smoke weed, have any of y'all ever thought about buying weed stock? I done seen weed stocks that's $20 a share right now. That give you dividends. $20 a share. You like my dude, y'all smoke. Like, why not?
Like, I mean, because I went to Cali about a few months ago, and, you know, of course, you know, it being a legal state to smoke everywhere, so many dispensaries.
So many of y'all own a trap house. Why y'all won't just go out and get a dispensary for?
Legally.
Pay your little fee. Give, like, bro, you gotta play the game.
Yeah.
Give them whatever they need to get, bro.
To get off your back?
To get off your back, bro.
Yeah.
Whatever they need, cool, whatever. Like, why? But why you think it's called a trap house?
It's a trap. Ooh, say it again. Say the question.
Why do you think it's called a trap house?
Oh, man.
Why do you think they want y'all to be in trap houses? Why do you think it's so many trap houses out here? And why it's so easy to find a trap house? They setting up so many
traps. But a dispensary, a legal dispensary.
The way y'all sell weed, bro,
man.
the way y'all got these trap houses, bro, get into a dispensary, bro. Get your own dispensary, bro.
And you know, just like how you gotta, I mean, it's still been a house, so just like you gotta pay a mortgage or pay rent for it, you just gonna do the same thing.
You constantly pay. You pay every day. You people literally pay for shit every day and don't realize it. You pay for shit every day.
Every day.
Your time is the most valuable asset you gonna ever have.
Yep, assets and liabilities.
You don't, in this reality, in this dimension, you do not get something for nothing. You have to give something in return. I would rather give this physical world the physical equivalent, which is my money to access things, than my time. I'd rather really waste my money than my time.
Me too.
Truly.
I mean, because think about it. You can get money back
I can get my money back
every day.
any day.
But time?
Time, I will never get it back.
And the
it
funny thing is, you can use all the time you want to make money, but all the money you make can't buy you not one piece of time.
And it's like, that's when it's like, when you realize you can't eat that shit, that's when you realize how important it is. Am I telling people don't get money? Am I telling people not to have money? No. It's not that important, though. It is not as important as people are making it out to be. People are literally losing their lives over it.
Man, look, I'm going to be honest. So I saw an article that someone had they was doing they were selling their PS5, another stream of income, and they got killed over the transaction. That's crazy. Because you know, like you said, like you wasting time. You wasting time. Like, is it really, really, really worth it to go and kill somebody over something when all the time you done took is planning on what you gonna do?
All of the possibilities you had.
Literally.
All of the possibilities you had, and that's the one you chose.
With the same, and then I don't really know the full detail because, of course, I wasn't there.
Of course.
But it's the fact that you could have actually, if you didn't have the money, you could have actually got the money any other way. And then actually, literally,
let me put something into perspective for people. I really want, because this is really heavy on my mind. I got to put something into perspective for people.
Go ahead.
I don't know how many people know about the president we had before Richard Nixon. I don't know how many people know how significant he was in the sense of what he did to the United States. I don't know how many people know what the gold standard is. I don't really know, but I'm going to explain it.
Go ahead.
And the gold standard was
teaching.
The gold standard was just simply when the U.S. dollar was backed by gold.
Right.
When Richard Nixon took the U.S. dollar off the gold standard, that turned the U.S. dollar into debt. Not many people ever really notice this, but it's on a $1, $5, $10, 20, 50, 100, whatever. It's in small black print on the bill. It says, "This note is legal tender for all debts, public and private." What you're holding is a certificate of deposit. Because what do you do with these when you get this? When you get some money, what do most people do with it?
Spend it.
They either spend it or they go and put it into a
savings,
which they have to deposit. Their certificate of deposits.
Right.
But since it's not backed by gold, it is now a empty certificate of deposit, meaning it's an I owe you $5 or an I owe you $10 or I owe you $20. So it's like people like basically monopoly money and the money in the currency we have in our hand are literally the same thing.
Wow.
It's literally the same. They're paying you nothing of value because all you can do. This is usually the cycle that this goes. Let me put this into perspective also.
Okay.
Most people work, let's say $15 an hour.
Okay.
What would you do in an hour of your time that make you happy? It does not have to make any money.
This podcast.
Cool. Let's say you go to a job.
Okay.
You go somewhere you don't want to go, meaning you feel like you have to go, which when you create the feeling of having to do something you don't want to do, doing something you don't want to do around some people that you don't necessarily want to be around.
Because it happens.
And an hour of your time go by, and somebody put $15 in your hand.
Okay.
How do you feel?
Okay.
Okay.
Literally, I mean, I ain't satisfied, but you know.
Then by the end, let's say you get paid at the end of 2 weeks.
Okay.
You didn't work your 80 hours. You
Okay.
get your paycheck, and let's just see you see a paycheck say $700. How you feel?
I'm gonna feel cheated because that's too much money. But
Too much money?
but let me see. No, I'm saying like too much money, being taken out. But
no, I'm gonna just say like that's it.
I mean, yeah. We just doing for example. But if I got bills, I'm good because it's just like okay, I can pay my bills. But
exactly. Exactly.
Right.
I got enough to pay my bills. As long as I got enough to survive,
I'm good.
I'm good.
But I'm still gonna be mad
because you're stuck in this cycle.
Yeah.
For if you're not careful, you done retired. Because you didn't put 25 to 30 plus years of your life. Your body has a limit.
And the time clock.
$15 an hour is not worth my time. an hour of my time, I could have done something way more satisfying than doing some shit I didn't want to do around some people I didn't want to be around. Once again, doing some shit I didn't want to fucking do.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm not saying that's wrong for people to do or is that bad for people to do. No, do whatever you need to do, what you feel like you need to do.
Right.
But all I'm telling you is you gotta know your worth. You really have to know your worth, because if you're not careful, you will real deal just you will just think that that's just all you need, because they only give you enough to survive. That's why you have to keep going back.
Yeah.
If they really gave you something of value, that means whatever you would have obtained from that place, you could have took that and went on and created your own. They don't give you enough for that. They literally give you enough to keep you coming back. And if they don't like you anymore, or you just not doing what they need you to do, what's the problem with getting rid of you? We're teaching y'all all how to do the same shit.
That sound like pimping to me. That sound like pimping. That sound like straight up pimping. I can replace you quicker.
I can replace you
then
quicker.
You can find a job.
Then you can find a job.
Yeah.
Your obituary will be out before. Like, come on, man. Like, don't. I'm not telling people don't work. I'm not telling you that. I'm just telling you, at least if you're gonna do it with a purpose and a plan. Because working just to get money will have you looking around and you wonder where your life then went. Because the main things that most people have, some of the main things I done heard from someone on their deathbed is they wish they wouldn't have really just worked so hard. I wish I wouldn't have really just cared so much. Like, I just wouldn't have just let stuff stress me out. I would have been more carefree. I hate people have to come to that realization when they die.
Yeah, because then it's kind of like...
It's too late.
It's too late. Yeah, that's...
Like, man, I just, bro. I can't go out like that. I gotta take a risk, bro. And like I said, am I saying that, like I said, once again, I'm not telling nobody not to go and work. I'm not telling nobody that they shouldn't work. All I'm telling you is make sure that you're working towards a plan and not just working just because. Because your body has to your body gonna give up. And like I said, money is important in a sense. Like I said, it's not the end all be all, but like I said, it is important. It is needed to obtain certain things, but you have to learn how to make that shit while you're sleeping.
Making money in your sleep.
If you're not making
money,
you
can do that with crypto though.
Exactly, you can do that with stocks. You know what I'm saying? You can do that with crypto. You can't do that shit working a job.
No.
And then with the way artificial technology is going, bro, ain't too many jobs shouldn't be around for most people to do. And the jobs that are going to be left are going to get paid the bare minimum, because they're the only jobs left for human people to do. So why would they want to pay human people a amount of money when they have majority of AI doing everything? They're going to pay you the bare minimum. People think that shit is a game, or think that it's not real or it's not coming. I read this book by Aldous Huxley called A Brave New World. It's an audio book on YouTube. Actually, you can go listen to it. That we've entered that world already, and I know. And now I feel it's not even because I notice like I'm gonna say for the people. I notice the people like to say like basically something is being done to us, and we're oppressed. Like, we're getting oppressed, and it's like, is it we're being oppressed, or is it we're making the conscious choice to let it happen? Because right now, if I tried to harm you, could you defend yourself against it?
Yeah, if I choose to.
If
I chose to.
If you choose to. If I try to take your microphone from you, the only way I can take it is if
I allow you to.
I think I could probably pull something out.
Okay, I'm gonna say this again. If I gave you a chance to get on the freestyle, would you be able to do that?
I could do that.
All right, say no more. Hold on, we'll be right back. All right, so we back again, and got another contender stepping into the freestyle. Purpose DaHoodieGawwd. Purpose DaHoodieGawwd. I said like I'm finna rap myself up. Go ahead and do what you do best.
Blessed be music, purpose DaHoodieGawwd. Finna do this shit the right way. Hoodie be snapping like QBs in pockets. In other words, bitch, I'm the bomb like Bin Laden. Ice in my chain like it came out the freezer. I smell like a dragon, I'm hotter than fevers. I smoke like a chimney, I'm blowing a reefer. I smoke all in public like we ain't illegal. Yeah, I be peaceful, but shit can get lethal. Show you exactly how God can be evil. I flip like a switch and I blow at the bitch. Since niggas be getting me heated and shit, I feel like I'm blind cause I walk with a stick. But I'm good from my shoulders, my fist is legit. I be running with killers and trappers and shit. I'm a coach in the field when I'm sending the blitz.
Alright. So, as we leave and close on another episode of the Spotlight presented by the Self-Prolific Podcast, before we get up out of here, I want you to tell everybody where to find you, and I want you to shout out all your loved ones.
Oh yeah, if you're trying to find me, you can find me on Instagram at HoodieGawwd. That's hoodie and God spelled GAWWD. I be on Facebook sometimes. You can find me on Facebook at Stu Pid. That's STEW space PID. And I want to shout out my fiance first and foremost because she's really been the most supportive person in my corner from really day one. I really, really appreciate her. She, like I said, she the bomb, bro. Like I'm talking about she been the I'm talking about even when I'm beating myself up, hey, chill out.
Understood.
Like she the
Understood.
man. Shout out both of my sons for being my teachers and allowing me to be their father and allowing me to be human and to learn every day. And shout out my mom because I'm really doing this for her too because she really gave me the encouragement. She passed away in 2014, unfortunately, but yeah, I really been. That's really what made me take this rap shit kind of serious and made me want to actually do something with it.
Understood. All right, so look, this has been another episode. This has been another episode of the Spotlight presented by the Self-Prolific Podcast with your host, Cam Campbell. We'll see you when we see y'all. Peace.
You better wake up and get it. Ain't got no time for no quitting. Your pockets might be on mission, but that's called temporary digits. Get off the couch and get lifted and say that this how we did it. Cause it all started with a podcast called Self-Prolific. Let's go.